Hi, this is Davide Chinellato with La Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy. My question is obviously about Nico Melli, and what do you see from him? What will you see? How you see you can help your team, and why you ended up, trading for him?
Yes, Davide. I think if you look at the success of Maxi Kleber, you can see kind of a little bit of a path there. He's a guy that can clearly make the long ball. He's a great teammate. Can switch, can swing a little bit, little 4, little 5. He's going to have an opportunity to come here and fight for some backup minutes. Was visiting with Luka a little bit yesterday, and he obviously has memories of him in Europe, and a great deal of respect. So we think he's going to be a really nice addition for us.
All right, Tim McMahon.
Hey, Donnie, there had been a lot of reporting about Redick potentially being a buyout and him wanting to get back east. I'm wondering if you're able to have any kind of contact with him or his rep before the trade or after, and kind of how he feels about being in Dallas instead of Brooklyn or somewhere east.
Sure, Tim. Had a really good conversation with him yesterday after we made the deal. Rick did again today. Obviously, the big thing for him is getting that heel right. I think, the preference would have been to, in a buyout situation, to be able to, pick his location. But, it didn't happen like that. So I think he's really excited. He told me Luke was one of his favorite players, and Luke had a chance to exchange some texts with him, as did Dirk, and I think he's pretty excited about coming to Dallas.
Eddie.
Hey, Donnie, how much of this trade did you have to weigh the what you're getting, obviously, which is a great shooter, but you're losing some of your better defenders and the guys that were brought in to kind of cultivate that culture. How tough of a give up to get was that?
Sure, Eddie. JJ, gave us something that was important. It just wasn't consistent, and to get, you got to give, obviously, and so we thank both those guys. I mean, JJ, it's hard when you're used to more minutes and more of a consistent role to kind of patchwork here and there, but we think he's going to have a better opportunity down in New Orleans. And Wes was just a really good young project, who saw some inconsistent minutes. And so we feel like we've definitely upgraded in terms of shooting. I think we're also looking for a little bit different look. I think JJ obviously is no stranger to playoff intensity and big shots and big moments. And, to put another shooter next to Luka is really important for us. And Melli just provides us another really solid locker room glue piece that can be kind of utility guy. And those guys have kind of a glue guy of sorts. And again, those guys have done well within the infrastructure of the pieces we have on the team.
Brad?
Yeah, 2 quick questions, if you don't mind. A little housekeeping. Do you know when those guys will actually be with you in-house, or will they meet you in New Orleans, or what?
Sure, Brad. Our expectation is Melli will meet us in New Orleans. And again, I think with JJ, it's a little bit different. That's something where Casey, that has a relationship with him from USA Basketball, is communicating with him. We want to make sure that heel is 100%. And so that's more of a situation where we're going to have a chance to maybe have him work out, and then slowly, when it's comfortable, to integrate and come to Dallas.
All right, and Coop.
Hello, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Donnie.
Check, check, check.
I'm sorry about that noise. But what was the thinking in the approach to the trade deadline, going for shooting perhaps as opposed to more rebounding? And is the buyout market a place where you might get some of that or look to improve your rebounding in that area?
Sure, Coop. We had some different things. Again, the things that were available, they have to augment and fit within the player structure that we have. We really didn't want to tamper with the rotation, with the uptick that we have, and have a Rondo two, kind of a deal again. So it was really the pieces that would fit together with what we have. We felt JJ was just a really good fit. Melli, for the reasons that I laid out. In terms of, up front, it's got to be better than what we've got. So you guys know some of the names that are out there right now. Again, are those players that are going to get flushed out into the marketplace? Are they an upgrade over what we have? And then again, you have to take these guys are free agents, okay? And so they're going to go to a place where they can play. They're basically in their contract year, so minutes are really important, and minutes are tough. I mean, minutes are tough right now with the lineup that we have. So it's kind of it's got to fit for the players. It's got to fit for us and where we're at. And I really don't know what direction we're going to go, but if we do pull the trigger on something and it's a fit for that player and his agent, and minutes are right and opportunity is right, then we'll pull the trigger. But again, this is a dance where both parties have got to be in step.
Tim Cato.
Hey, Donnie, this question's looking ahead to the off season a little bit. And I know your stock answer to some degree is every off season is important. Is there a sense of a increased importance this coming off season due to the expectation that Luka Doncic will sign a supermax extension and that you will have to obviously it's a good thing, but you will have his salary on the books in coming summers and thus probably a little bit less cap flexibility? Yeah,
look, every free agent summer has got the same pressures. It's an opportunity, whether it's, trade, free agency, to add to the team. Again, I think if you, look at where we are, we certainly like a lot of the pieces and they're fitting well. We kind of have to give ourselves a chance to see what we have, and it seems like any 2 or 3 or finesse, shooting 4 that plays next to Luka seems to take an uptick. And I think that's going to bode well for us this summer in terms of the kind of, attractiveness to this style of play and, championship coach and, obviously Mark and Rick and Dallas and the things that you guys already know in terms of recruiting. So, our sense is that we're in probably as good a position as we've ever been to have those conversations.
Last one will be Isaac.
Yeah, Donnie, as you add JJ, another shooter to this team, you add another piece and you continue adding guys around Luka and building around Luka. How is it different building around Luka compared to building around Dirk all those years?
Man, it's completely different. One guy is an open shot waiting to happen, and the other guy was a shot taker and a shot maker, and I think in terms of free agency, who doesn't want to play with a Jason Kidd, who doesn't want to play with, a Steve Nash. And so I think in terms of recruiting, it's much better to have a quote unquote, true quarterback that has the abilities that he has. It's ironic that, 2 of the greats, Steve was, when I saw Luka play for the first time, I'm like, man, it's a 6'7" Steve Nash that can shoot it and this and that, the other, but he rebounds like Jason Kidd, and to have, 2 of the greats that were right here in Dallas, it's going to make our, recruiting efforts a lot more smoother.
Okay.